Hi Daenerys, I wanted to make a quick video to show you how to look up DVDs in our library collection here and also at our larger system, the Sage Library System, which is about 75 libraries in Eastern Oregon, all of which you can borrow from, and they'll deliver materials right here for us. Some of those libraries might actually be better to borrow from because they have a larger Latinx population, so have more videos to serve that population. I'll also show you one of our streaming media databases to show you what Spanish language films we have available via our databases. So from our college homepage, and you may have already done this, but I'll just walk you through it. Maybe it'll be something new. I usually like to go straight and do an advanced search when we have something this specific. So in this case, if we want to, we can put something in as a keyword, but we don't have to. You know, for example, if I wanted to put in like, I don't know, Antonio Banderas, you know, oh, let's see, I did. I could certainly do that. Or I could leave it blank, you know, and because really what I know is that I want a DVD, I want it in Spanish. And another thing I might think about is the default's going to be Blue Mountain Community College, but if you wanted to go back and search you know, either Pendleton Public, you can do that. You just, you know, come down to, it's kind of funny, you have to actually go down to Umatilla Libraries in Pendleton. Or, you know, if you want to search the entire system, you can do that as well. So totally up to you, and you can always, you know, change that up. So this system's kind of clunky. You can't hit enter. You have to actually click search with your mouse. So you can see here at VMCC we have 4 Spanish language DVDs. So it looks like we should probably buy some more, right? Right away, there's a couple things you can do. If you want to look for all of again, the Sage system, you can do that and just click search again. Same keyword, so still looking for Spanish language DVDs. And there's about actually 530 in the system. So you might say at this point, well, I might want to narrow this down a little bit. Then maybe that Antonio Banderas search or I don't know, Penelope Cruz search would come in. So you could switch your keyword here and say again, let's go ahead and type in Antonio here. And you might want to reset your filter. So DVD, Spanish. In this case, it's looking through all of Sage. Again, if you want to not look through all of Sage and you want to look through either Blue Mountain specifically, or if you want to scroll down and see, does Hermiston have it? Does Pendleton have it? You can do that. But we can click search and see what we get. So there's about 76 films, Spanish language films that somehow have Antonio Banderas, or the name Banderas, and it was in the Sage system. So, I mean, there's more, of course, more than just one Banderas and Antonio. So what you can see is what libraries this is at. So Caesar and Baker, this one's at Milton Freewater. I guess he was in SpongeBob, did not know that. But let's just say you want, this Pendleton Public has this one, okay. Zorro, who doesn't want Zorro? But let's just say you find one that you want. So all you have to do is click place hold. And you know, in this case, this is my library card information, and I have it saved. You would just enter in your own library card information here, so your number. And if you don't remember your PIN number, you can just come see one of us, or you can reset it here. And you log in and you place a hold. And you can place a hold for pickup up here, or you can place a hold for pickup, you know, at Pendleton, Hermiston, wherever you're at, and it's convenient for you. At the same time, you can also return it to any library that's convenient for you. So even if you borrow it from here, you can return it at Pendleton, you can return it at Hermiston, you can return it at Milton Freewater, wherever you'd like. Baker, I mean, wherever you're at, you can return it there as well. It doesn't have to be in the same place. We can figure it out. So that's physical DVDs. So back at our library homepage, if you scroll down to library databases, and if you click on streaming media, the best database that's going to have some popular film in it, probably not too much, but more so than film on demand. This has more like documentaries and things like that. Alexander Street Press does. And if you do an advanced search, you get past this screen that always makes me dizzy here. There's a couple things you can do here. One is that you can just do some searching with words, titles. You can limit by area. But you can also, if you like, scroll all the way down and you have some other filters. So, there it is, language of edition. So if you want to, let's unselect, because there's a lot of languages. And of course, we're just looking for Spanish. And this actually without doing anything else, this has already reduced us down to 719 items. So at this point, if you did want to add some more terms, like we can add Antonio again. We can certainly do that, or you can just hit search. Okay, so, and I will tell you, I tested this a little bit earlier, and some of the films were not coming up. There was this playback error. So I've already emailed the company to inquire what the issue is, but you might find yourself, if you're browsing, you know, today or this weekend until I get that resolved, and you might see a playback error issue on some of the films. I couldn't really figure out why. Like, was it just current films? Was there something else going on that was creating that content error? But again, there's certain things you can do to limit your search. So you can limit to comment type. So a lot of these are documentaries, right? So we might want to limit to performance if you're looking for more of a feature film. And that actually takes us down from 719 to 134. Bossa Nova, Brooklyn Braces. You know, I think a couple of those didn't work, so let's see. Yeah, and I don't know if it was just the day or what. I mean, it's because it's so new. I'm just going to click on this out. Instalaronas TV? Is that today? Probably just failed my Spanish. Let's see if it works. Work. Let's not get a playback error. Oh, okay, great. So what comes up is the film. It just starts playing. So there's a couple things you can do here. One is if you want to put this into your Canvas page, you can embed the link right here. You can just copy and paste that whole link right there. Bruce can walk you through that. I mean, I can walk you through it too, but I'm not going to be here. You can also put in a proxy server, so your students at home should be able to access this, no problem. You know, you can create a playlist. You can send it to a mobile phone of students if you want students to find their own, you know, films and do some search. They can send it to their mobile phones and they can sit and watch the film on their phone, like a lot of students do, or their iPad or whatever they have. So anyway, pretty handy. If you have students and you want them to cite a source for whatever reason, you know, that needs some research, most of our database tools have a citation tool, and you would just click on it. And it's not going to come up for some reason. Okay, usually it comes up. Oh, there it is. It's just being slow. But you would just pick your citation type. So say your students were using, well, in your case, it'd be using MLA, wouldn't they? But it formats it for you, as you can see. So depending on the style. And, you know, I usually tell students you usually have to fix it a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's a really good guideline to get started. So, so I'm hoping by the time you use this, for example, like I said, I did look at Bossa Nova, and I emailed the company, but I got this strange playback error. I have absolutely no idea why. So hopefully you will not see that, and you'll just see the film start playing. So I hope that's helpful for a start. I'm here through Wednesday. I am gone Tuesday afternoon. But yeah, just send me a list. Just tell me what you want to buy. And, you know, if you're worried if we already have it or not, don't worry about it. We can check. We just order through Amazon, so it's pretty quick. You know, for legal issues, these are purchased with the thought that you'd be using in your class only. You wouldn't be doing any sort of public showings or viewings. And that's possible. We just have to make sure we buy screening rights. And I will say that usually costs about $300 a film. So just so you know. Okay, hope this was helpful, Dianera. And adios. I can't remember how to say have a good weekend. I'm sorry. So I'll say have a good weekend in English. Bye-bye.